So we do have the beginning of the Sunday. There is my brother and I am inside his new car, the Toyota Urban Cruiser. So we are going to speak about that for YouTube. This is the Ducati Duna. Check him out here. So we'll talk about the car, inside the car itself. So we have 2 car reveals today and 2 photo shoots. One for my younger brother and one for my elder brother, who will come to the golf course obviously. So keep checking, and if you want to have a complete breakthrough of the car review, or about the specification of the car or what made him choose, so obviously I'll be uploading a YouTube video like I did for the Monster comparison. Sign it off. Hey guys, welcome to a short new video. So this is not the pointer for the car, but I'm sitting right now inside the Toyota Hyryder Urban Cruiser, and to give you an overview of the dash. So, and this is how it looks. I don't know how far I had been able to justify sitting inside it, but obviously I'll cover it up in a detailed video. So this is about like interaction with the owner. So he is my younger brother Swarnava. You guys all know it. So we will directly go and ask him about the reason for choosing this car, and what all and where all are the differences from any other luxury car that he chose this. Why a hybrid? Why in between? Why not a sedan? So he'll keep talking about it, but yeah, we won't ask him to lose focus in looking at the camera, so kindly adjust to that. So Swarnava, what is your take on getting the Toyota Hyryder Urban Cruiser? Is it with a purpose of Delhi city riding, or you have plans to move out and take this somewhere else for your tours? And why this model? I mean, why Toyota? Obviously we know in terms of like trust, there is nothing better compared to a Toyota. So that's a different segment altogether, but that doesn't always justify in choosing a car. You have 10 number of other options to choose from. So what is actually your take on this?
So I'll tell you my decision making process. I'm actually not a big car fan, I'm a hatchback fan. So if given an option, I would have always chosen a hatchback, a smaller car, because it's easier to maneuver within the city, and also tight lanes. So that is what it is. Now my second option was, which is the main deciding factor, a hybrid engine, a strong hybrid engine, that is where there is a dedicated electric motor as well as an ICE, internal combustion engine, and a dedicated a lithium ion battery pack, just like a proper EV that gets. So over here, if you focus over here,
right,
you will see there is an EV mode mentioned over here.
Right. So guys, you can see here.
Yes, so there is, because it has got a dedicated battery, a lithium ion battery for EV mode. So it intelligently switches between EV and petrol, giving you a very good mileage of around 25 to 27 kilometer per liter.
27 for a hybrid?
Yes.
I mean, are we actually listening to a joke, or this is very new thing?
Yeah, it is actually the market feedback, where company claims 27, however real owners have gotten upwards of 25, so 25.4, 25.5.
That's totally justified. I mean, like 25 out of this big a car is like amazing in terms of.
Yes, and the IC is 1500 cc. So
oh man, that is again brilliant.
Again 3-cylinder, inline 3-cylinder, 1500 cc.
Okay.
And I think 45 kilowatt hour battery. Sorry, 45 kilowatt hour. I'll have to check the battery specifications and your dedicated electric motor specification. That is it. Now telling you why did I like hatchbacks, but why did I?
So comparatively, taking it down from an Indian perspective, right? So something very close to this is what Maruti claims is a Grand Vitara. So
I'll tell you about that. That was the next thing I was about to speak.
Okay.
So number of hybrid options that are available in India. So yes, I do like a hatchback. I would have taken a, let's say, i20 hatchback if it had a strong hybrid, because at this point of time, when there is a paradigm shift going on from ICEs to electric,
right,
we don't know how long the electric is going to last. Because I'll tell you what, people who purchased the first batch of electric vehicles around 7 years ago, now they are having a hard time, because they have to replace the entire battery pack, which costs around 2.5-3 lakhs minimum. or they have to sell their car. Now the new person, who's going to buy their second hand car, they know they also have to invest in that kind of money in a EV battery pack.
Right.
So they are also reluctant to buy a second hand EV. Now this is something we did not know 7 years ago. We thought in 7 years the infrastructure will be perfect, EV ready, but it is not. We cannot take a EV on a highway right now. I mean, like, what if after 300
Right.
kilometers you want to, you
Yeah,
have
we don't have the gas station still, coming up that.
even if you do, you have to halt for at least 3 to 4 hours.
Right, to get
Unnecessarily to
battery
get
to
the
charge.
battery charge. Whereas you just need 5 minutes to top up your petrol car or diesel car
Correct.
and get going. So now EV's infrastructure is not there, and and your ICEs are going out of fashion. So this is an actual very good intermediate solution, not just for a short time, for a long time. Even if governments are going to ban diesel cars and petrol cars in future, they will not ban hybrid
Hybrids,
cars. And EV, if it is in fashion, it still needs time, that infrastructure support. So there is a decent amount of 10 to 15 years of gap. And looking at that, I have purchased this car.
No, this is excellent.
That is why the hybrid
Now
choice.
I'll cut this short for this video. I see a couple of new things
Yeah.
in this. So what is this basically?
That is a TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system.
Okay, so
I-
we have this coming from the OEM, or this is something as
This
an
is
add-on?
an OEM accessory I have purchased. I have not gotten the highest variant of the hybrid.
Okay.
The highest variant of hybrid has a TPMS system integrated, which you will get the display over here. In
But
the
by any means, this looks really cool. I mean,
It
this
is,
is something
yeah.
as an add-on accessory which looks
Yes,
really cool.
yes.
So guys, you can see it. And one more thing is a dash cam.
Yes.
So this is also that Toyota provides, or this is something that you have installed?
Toyota also provides, but I have purchased a Cubo dashboard. Cubo, the hero. I mean,
Okay.
like basically hero.
So I can see the entire road map from that camera. Is there an option integrated that you can watch it here?
No, there is,
Okay.
but I made sure that it doesn't hamper the warranty in any way. So
And
I've kept-
is this recording?
it is recording. In
Okay.
fact, it is recording our audio, what we are speaking as
Okay,
well.
okay. That's
And there is a
outstanding.
rear camera as well. So you can, there is a button over, you can switch between rear cam and the dash cam.
dash cam.
And it both of them are recording all the time. It has got parking sensors also. So let's say the car is stagnant and somebody tries to do anything and it detects a shake, it will immediately start recording.
Okay. So now coming to the price point.
Yeah.
So why such a costly car?
Okay. In fact, there are, so like I said, I was about to, my main decision of purchasing a hybrid to see what all hybrid options are there. Now, Toyota and Maruti are the two companies who are selling hybrid in India. Third company is Honda. Honda City, they are only selling it in the Honda City variant, which is 25 lakhs upwards. The base Honda City hybrid variant is 25 lakhs.
Okay.
Now, there is Innova High Cross, and the Maruti Suzuki equivalent is Invicto, and over here the Grand Vitara and
The Toyota.
High Cross hybrid is the similar made.
I mean,
platform.
when we have to talk about the crossovers, these
Yes.
are the two options.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now, secondly, coming to a peculiar choice in terms of city, right?
I will
white.
I'll tell you.
Your car being a white colored one.
Yes.
So, I mean, this takes a daredevil heart to actually get a white car.
So I'll tell you one more thing. A lot of people will think between because we were
No, why I recall this statement is because of one thing. So in India, you find only the usage of this pan masala, gutkas, I mean, commonly. And this old habit of people spitting out of, their windows. So what happens to a white vehicle is, it tends to get, that orange
Attracts,
tinge.
yeah.
Right. So that's a huge risk. So what made you feel that, okay, this always looks good? So obviously, when we have to talk about the color options, nothing comes close to a white or a black.
So I'll tell you one thing. White is hard to maintain. Yes, it is. But there is one thing you need to understand. On a bike, white is hard to maintain, but on a car, it is even harder. But those dirt and all things you can wash off. The bigger problem is
scratches.
So everyone knows the primer that is put on top of the metal coating is white. So generally, when you see a dark color car, if
Getting
it gets-
scratched.
getting scratched, it is very prominently visible. Whereas in white car, even if it gets small.
So guys, we have a millionaire here who has a different sort of a thinking process altogether. I mean, he can afford a Toyota Hyryder, urban cruiser, but he thinks about scratches and dents to be rectified at the minimum price. So this is what would I say? I'm lost out of my words of defining what this guy is. He is crazy, man, and probably
trying to save money that I lost in this 20 lakh.
So this is what is the logic going for the elder brother too. Now this guy has a 1.2 crore Audi Q7, and what he says is that, you know, I was trying to save my money to get the number and got the number only for 7,000 bucks rather than investing 7 lakhs for 1111. So I mean, this is amazing to hear from him, and why and how is the choice of the white color. So we keep it short. We will do a detailed video once we reach down at the location. And thank you so much for putting in all those valuable inputs. Anybody who is wanting to really have a wonderful hybrid car, I guess Swarnava gave a detailed explanation of where it stands, how ergonomically it is beautiful, you know, in terms of your maneuvering as well as city ride, how this is really a great car. And as you see, it has huge space, man. It has huge space. And although I'm sitting inside the car, once I go out and give you, you know, an overall view of this car, you would be able to understand that this is big. This is really big. And obviously the brand name Toyota, that always counts, right? So yeah, we all are growing, we all are shining. So probably in the next 5-7 years, we might see this guy getting from a millionaire to a billionaire and then going in for a Ferrari. We keep fingers crossed. Chalo. So thank you guys for watching. Signing it off here on a good note with the owner with full pride, Mr. Swarnava. Can you see this? So what is it all about? Swarnava is gonna speak.
So this is real-time energy flow. As and when, now that I'm braking, it is showing that it is sending the power, restoring the power to the charge. And when it is in a slow speed mode, it drags the power from the battery. And when I accelerate further, it engages the ICE. So it gives that entire energy consumption in real time.
Okay, so there you have a live demo going on. This is amazing, right? So yeah, this is another feature of the Toyota.